on anti-poverty and family support provisions in the tax code. I recall very vividly when we were debating the enhanced child tax credits, the predictions that were made on lifting families out of poverty. I remember Senator Bennett going over those numbers with us as to the impact this would have if we enhanced the child tax credits. We then did it, and the numbers paralleled what the predictions were. We accomplished what we wanted to, lift families out of poverty. So I think the case is pretty clear. The impact of reinstating the enhanced child tax credits. I'm proud of what we've done in Maryland, Mr. Chairman. Governor Moore signed into law the Family Prosperity Act in the state of Maryland, recognizing that there was going to be a reduction in the child tax credits here at the national level. The state of Maryland stepped up for its citizens and passed an enhanced child tax credits and earned income tax credits for Marylanders, and that's now the law in our state. Our governor recognized the benefits of these programs on fighting poverty, and I would hope that we would do the same. Ms. Matsui, I want to ask you a question in regards to money being left on the table. I think the most recent survey shows that as much as 20% of those eligible for the earned income tax credit are not seeking the earned income tax credit. What can we do to make sure that those that are entitled to benefits understand that they are entitled to these benefits, have the help they need in order to receive those benefits, and are not priced out of the market because of the cost of obtaining those benefits?
Senator, thank you for that question, and it's a very important point that refundable tax credits like the EITC for eligible families, there is a kind of a cost of accessing them. Families need to file their tax return every year in order to claim those credits. And for families who are intimidated by the tax system, who have language access issues, or kind of simply are confronted with the pile of paperwork that it takes to file one's tax return, many of them would like assistance in doing so. Unfortunately, programs like the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, or VITA, Community Tax Preparation, there's limited funding, there's limited access in communities, so expanding programs like VITA to make sure that low and moderate income families have no-cost expert assistance in filing their tax returns would help boost the number of families who are able to access benefits. And in addition, for those families who use paid tax preparers, if there's regulation of those preparers to make sure that they're correctly preparing those returns, that would also help families who are eligible for the EITC and other tax credits.
Wow, friends. This new relief plan could change millions of Americans' lives. Senator Michael Bennet has joined with several of his colleagues to put forward a bill that will provide direct relief to low-income households. And if this bill is signed into law, monthly checks worth as much as $300 may begin to be sent out. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Almost 2 years ago, the expanded child tax credit came to an end. Between 2020 and 2021, the credit, which gave monthly payments up to $300 per child, helped reduce childhood poverty by more than 40%. More than 36 million families in the United States received the credit in 2021, and the money helped push the childhood poverty rate below that of adults for the first time in history. But since the program has expired, child poverty rates have crept back up. U.S. households are having to pay between $300 to $400 more each month compared to last year because of inflation. Food insecurity is rising once again, so now advocates are pointing to new data that shows how low-income families relied on the program just to survive. The expanded child tax credit provided up to $300 per child under the age of 6 and up to $250 per child under the age of 18. But the payments ended when Democratic Senator Joe Manchin sided with Republicans in opposition to the credit, stating it would incentivize parents not to work. Although Senator Manchin said he would support the tax credit if it was combined with a work requirement, this change would have left out millions of children. But today, Senator Michael Bennet led a group of lawmakers to reintroduce the Working Families Tax Relief Act. This legislation would cut taxes for residents by expanding the child tax credit and earned income tax credit. These are the two most effective tools to reduce poverty, and the bill would put money back in the pockets of working families. Senator Michael Bennet has said in a recent statement the expanded child tax credit benefited 61 million American kids, helped cut childhood poverty nearly in half, and cut hunger by a quarter for families. Parents told me it reduced their stress and made it easier for them to afford childcare, rent, and school supplies. Democratic Senator Ron Wyden has said that it is a proven strategy to cut poverty and help families get ahead economically. But Republicans have blocked every effort to renew it. According to Ron Wyden, Republicans argue that people of modest incomes will quit their jobs if the tax codes give them just a little more financial support. But the record shows that employment grew and our economy created millions of jobs, while the credit expansions were in place in 2021. Specifically, the Working Families Tax Relief Act would boost the incomes of 40 million households. It would increase the child tax credit to $3,000 for children 6 to 17 and $3,600 for kids 0 to 5 years old. It would also make the credit fully refundable, and these payments would go out monthly, providing a reliable source of financial stability so American families can better keep up with the cost of living. The group of lawmakers confirmed that the legislation would nearly triple the earned income tax credit for workers without children and make the credit available for people starting at age 19, eliminating the maximum age. Currently, workers without children can be taxed into poverty. Expanding the earned income tax credit would fix that. For almost a decade, Senator Michael Bennet has fought to expand and improve the child tax credit. In 2015, Bennet introduced the Child Tax Credit Improvement Act to index the credit to inflation, increase the value of the credit for families with young children, and allow families to receive a larger refund from the credit on their tax returns. Then in 2017, Bennet and Brown first introduced American Family Act to triple the credit for all children and make the credit fully refundable. Last year, Senator Bennet successfully rallied his colleagues to not support corporate tax breaks without passing an expanded child tax credit. As Americans continue to face higher costs, Senator Bennet has said that he will continue fighting to restore this credit for families across the country. Well, my amazing and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Thursday. My dear friends, thank you very much for being here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners tomorrow for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you will need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Thursday.